Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 7, Lesson 7. Today we're going to be talking about the order of operations. Okay, so this is our rules we need to follow for order of operations. Parentheses first, right? We've always talked about that. Parentheses means do it first. Next we have exponents, which we're not going to talk about those this year, but I just want to put them there so that you're used to seeing them. And then when we talk about exponents next year, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember exponents. And then we'll just go from there. Multiplication and division are the next. Now, some kids think like multiplication comes before division, and that's not true. So here we have our first, second, and third. Notice multiplication and division are both number 3. So how do we know which one comes first? We go from left to right, just like we read. So if you have a multiplication and division and they're both in there, then you start from the left and go to the right, just like you're reading. And then the fourth step is addition and subtraction, also from left to right. Addition does not come before subtraction always. They're the same level of importance, so you have to make sure you're completing them left to right. So let's get going on this, and then we can do some practice problems. Example 1. The table shows how much movie tickets cost. How much will it cost to buy 3 adult tickets and 5 child tickets? Okay, so I want 3 adults, so I'm going to do 8 times 3. There's our adult, and then I need to add that to our child, which is $5, and I've got 5 children. 5 times 5. Okay, so my first step, okay, if I look at, are there any parentheses in this express equation, I suppose? C equals 3 times 8 plus 5 times 5. Are there any parentheses? No. Check. Exponents? No. Check. We're not going to get that until next year, but okay, now I need to do multiplication or division. We don't have any division, so I'm going to do multiplication next. From left to right. So I have to do this guy over here first. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 5 times 5. Notice how I bring everything straight down. Okay, now I need to do my multiplication again. Not done with all my multiplication. 5 times 5 is 25. Bring everything straight down. Now I can do my addition. 24 plus 25 is 49. Okay, so my answer, total cost is $49. Notice on here, I don't know, that's why I wanted to do it on my own. I don't love it. They did 2 steps at once. Both of the multiplication problems they did at once, which is fine for smaller problems, but what happens when you get to bigger problems? That's where I get a little worried. So I like to do 1 step at a time. Notice I did 1 step here, 3 times 8. Then I did 1 step here, 5 times 5. 1 step here, 24 plus 25 to get my answer. Each time bringing all of my information down. That's very important to me that you do that. Example 2 here says, find the value of the expression 3 times, parentheses, 4 plus 6, parentheses. Up top it says, remember an expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and at least one operation with no equal sign. Okay, that's called an expression. So here, no equal sign, we have an expression. Okay, first, let's check. Are there any parentheses? Yeah, there are. So I'm going to do what's inside of the parentheses. Parentheses are telling me to add 4 and 6 together first. I'm going to get 10. Okay, then I bring down my times, bring down my 3. 3 times 10 is going to be my job next because that's the only thing left to do, and that's 30. So 3 times 4 plus 6 is 30. Example 3 here. Okay, we've got 2 parentheses. Do I like that they do them both at the same time? No, so I'm going to write them over here on the side. So I've got 7 minus 3 divided by 2 plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to do parentheses from left to right. Doesn't really matter as long as you're doing the parentheses first, but we'll keep that pattern, left to right. 7 minus 3 is 4. Bring everything down. Okay. Next parentheses I'm going to do is 2 plus 2. Also, 4. Bring everything down. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So our answer to this big problem is just 1. All right, and here we go. 12 minus 1 times 3. If I do parentheses, are there any parentheses? No. Any exponents? No, we'll get to that next year. Multiplication and division from left to right. Do we have any multiplication or division? Yes, we do. I need to do my multiplication first. 1 times 3 is 3. Bring everything down. Now, some of you, if you would have done this problem, you probably would have instinctively done 12 minus 1 first. But because we have the order of operations, we know we can't do that. And if you did do that, we would get different answers. And here's the deal. In math, we don't like different answers, right? I mean, sometimes, sure, but when we're doing straight up multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, we get one answer, right? You can't get 2 plus 2 is 7. So that's why somebody created the order of operations so we don't get different answers. So then if I do 12 minus 3, I would get 9. So my answer is 9. For fun, let's see, what would happen if I did 12 minus 1 first? What if I did 12 minus 1 first? I get 11 times 3, and I would get an answer of 33. That's just crazy talk, right? Is the answer 9 or is it 33? Well, we know because we followed the order of operations here, the answer is 9. So this is wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Don't do it that way. Oh, sorry. Then we do addition and subtraction. Which, when we subtracted, we got 9. So that is why it is important that we follow order of operations. Next one, 15 minus 4 times 2. First step, parentheses. Nope, no parentheses. No exponents. Is there multiplication and division? Yeah, so let's do that first. 4 times 2 is 8. Bring everything down. Now, my last step is addition and subtraction, which I only have subtraction here. 15 minus 8, and that is 7. The answer is 7. Last one, 15 minus 4. Well, we're going to do that first because it's got parentheses. 15 minus 4 is 11. Bring everything down. 11 times 2 is 22. So our answer to this one is 22. I'm hoping you're seeing, hey, it's kind of important that I learn this, right? Otherwise, you're going to get different answers, and honestly, we don't like that very much in math. If we say 2 plus 2, I don't like it when kids are like, hey, it's 8, right? So we have to make sure we're paying attention and writing this on our paper so we have something to refer to make sure we don't skip anything. Okay? Thank you for watching. And let me know if you have any questions. We'll work through this together. Order of operations is so much fun. I just love it. Once you get it, it's like, ooh, you know a little trick. You know a little secret that people don't know. So kind of fun. All right, make sure you let me know if you have any questions. Bye.